What's up, guys? This is Arm Sports here, and I'm making this video showing you guys how I come up with my tennis parlays and the best way to make money betting on women's tennis specifically. So this first site I'm going to show you is flashscore.com/tennis, and this shows all the upcoming matches for a day and all the results. So I'm just going to scroll down. I'm going to talk about a couple matches that happened last night, September 17th to September 19th, 2019, and I'm going to talk about what these plays were and how I came up with these plays and why I wanted to parlay them together. So we'll scroll down to the women's side here. You see I have checked off Sophia Kenin versus Laura Siegmund. I have checked off Angelique Kerber versus Nicole Gibbs. I have checked off Madison Keys versus Diaz. And then on Wednesday, I also had checked off Alexandrova against Kristina Pliskova. So I'm going to go through all four of these matches and I'm going to show you how I came up with each one of these plays. And you'll basically get the trend once I start going through them a couple times. And you could do this on your own. This is going to be an easy way for you to make parlays with any sport you want. I specifically like to do a couple tennis with a couple NFL football or college football just to boost the lines a little bit. So let's get right to it. So the website I use for everything, it's called tennisabstract.com, and it's basically a giant database for all things tennis. It has every single result, even from the Challenger Tour all the way up to the main tour, and it has a schedule and results for every single tournament that's going on. You see ATP Mets, you got ATP St. Petersburg, WTA Seoul, etc. It goes down to the Challengers, and it's a lot of data that you could use. But what I do is I do something very simple. So we're going to go back to our flash score, and we'll go to the first one here that I liked a lot. Angelique Kerber versus Nicole Gibbs. Now, Angelique Kerber was about a minus 270, minus 250 favorite. So she's not too large of a favorite, but she was a fairly decent favorite. So let's just go to Kerber. I'm going to be backtracking here, so it's going to look a little bit different because I'm backtracking. But all in all, it's going to be pretty the same, basically the same stuff. So I go to Kerber, you see her page here. I click all results. And now, since she was facing Nicole Gibbs yesterday, Gibbs was ranked 137 and it was on hard court. The first thing I do is surface hard to narrow it down. And then, since she was ranked 137, Nicole Gibbs, I go verse rank 101 plus. So as you can see, before last night, Angelique Kerber was 6-0 in the last 52 weeks on hard courts against players ranked 101 or higher. So that's a trend I like to see. So now I go over to Gibbs' page and see how she does against top 15 opponents. So I click Nicole Gibbs, all results, surface hard because it's a hard court match, and we're going to go top 20. She's 0-2 against top 20. Now, that's kind of a small sample, so sometimes I like to look at the career, and I see she's 0-13 in her career on hard court against top 20 opponents. So Kerber basically had her completely outmatched. The reason why the line was so good for Kerber is because she was on really bad form. She lost her last 5 matches, but those 5 matches were against players all within the top, ranked within the top 50. So when she gets up against an opponent like Nicole Gibbs here, it's just a cakewalk for her. And as you can see, she won 6-2, 6-4, and with her money line of minus 270, it was a very nice hit for us. So we'll go back to the same page, to the main page on tennisabstract.com. Go back to our flash score and see our next result. Our next one I had checked off was Madison Keys versus Diaz. Or Diaz. I can't pronounce her name correctly. But let's go over to Keys. Type in Keys, Madison Keys. All results. As you can see, Diaz was ranked 85th. So we'll go surface on hard for Madison Keys. She's 18-10 on the year on hard courts. Verse rank 51 plus. She's 10-4, so she's not as undefeated as Kerber was. Her record is not as standout-ish. But now if we go to Diaz's um, player page, so we'll go to all results. Surface on hard. Verse rank, Madison Keys are ranked 16, so top 20. She's 0-3 against top 20s in the last 52 weeks, 0-2 before last night. Let's go to her career. She was 2-21 against top 20 opponents in her career, only taking a set off maybe 3 of them. And so this matchup for Madison Keys is solely based on her opponent just not being the quality of a top 20 opponent. And as you can see, she was 2-21 in her entire career. Last win against a top 20 opponent was in February of 2015, so over 4 years ago. And the last win before that was 5 years before that in Moscow in October 2010. So as you can see, Angel Kerber was minus 240. Madison Keys was a bigger line. She was about minus 380. But when you parlay the two together, you get a decent line. And then I came up with a third and a fourth one, but I'm just going to show you the third one. We're going to go to a Wednesday morning matchup between Alexandrova and Kristina Pliskova. So we'll go back to the tennisabstract.com. We'll go to the Alexandrova page. Alexandrova. Ekaterina Alexandrova. So we click her. All results. She's ranked 39th in the world. Pliskova was ranked 81 in the world on hard courts. So we'll go to service on hard courts. She's 32-13 on the year on hard courts. Verse rank, Pliskova was ranked 81, so we're going to go 51 plus. She was 25-1 before her matchup last night with Kristina Pliskova on hard courts. And it's just a big trend that I like to look for. She lost the first set last night, actually, and it was a pretty close matchup because Pliskova was serving very well. But as you can see, like, history just repeats itself on the women's side of tennis, and it's just a very good strategy to just follow these trends. And even tonight's matchup against Christiane, you could see she's in this scenario again, so it's probably going to be a spot where I add her to a parlay again. I'm not sure what her line is at the moment, but her line last night was minus 250 as well against Kristina Pliskova, which I thought was very good value. And just to check up on the last part here, we'll go to Pliskova. We'll go to all results. We'll go to surface on hard. 17-17 on hard on the year. She was 17-16 going into last night. Verse rank, Alexandrova was ranked 39th, so we'll go top 50. 1-7 in the last 52 weeks against top 50 opponents. If you look at her career, she's had a long career, so she's gonna have a lot of top wins. She's a very good player. Her sister's the number 2 player in the world right now, so it's nice to have her as a coach and a mentor on the side. But in the last 52 weeks is what I really care about. She's 1-7 against top 50 opponents, only winning in Shuai Zhang in Cincinnati, and Shuai Zhang is just not a very good player outside of the Asian circuit. So it was just a very good spot for Alexandrova to get the win over Pliskova. So when you parlay the three together, you parlay Madison Keys, you parlay Alexandrova, you add in Angelique Kerber. The three of them, you're gonna get plus odds on those. Like I said, I like to parlay them with NFL money lines, NCAA football money lines, some WNBA money lines. When basketball season comes around, we'll put NBA money lines on it as well, or even some NCAA basketball. But as you can see, this is a very good strategy to get very good lines on players who instead of laying like a minus 300, you could parlay three of them together and you'll get the win at plus odds. Now, the thing to look out for on these, you want to look for these 1-7s, you want to look for the 7-0 and the 25-1s and the 1-22s, just because you don't want to pick a player who's a minus 300, but she's like 10-5 in a certain trend, or like 10-8, just because the value of the line isn't there when it's kind of a toss up. So when I come to picking parlays, I really go to pick my spots. I'm very specific on these little parameters that I choose. And so like these last three, these are the perfect case scenario for me to make a parlay. Those are like my locks. And I'm very patient. I'm very picky when it comes to picking spots in these parlays because I know the last thing you want to do is lose on a minus 500. And those hurt. Like if you're laying $500 to win 100, that's a rough hit on your bankroll. So you'd rather get the spots where you can have three of them together, maybe even four of them together if you're getting a little greedy. It's a little tougher, but I try to stick to three, and you can get plus odds on bad lines otherwise. But I figure I would post this video out there since I tweet out all my tennis plays and all my tennis parlays. And people ask me, like, Rob, RM, how do you come up with all these tennis parlays? And how do you know all these things about all these women tennis players? It's just because I look at the database. I watch a lot of women's tennis. I do a lot of parlays like this. And even when it comes to live betting, you can do the same exact thing. If you see someone, like, say, when Alexandrova lost the set last night to Pliskova, you could have got her at plus odds just straight up by herself. And so in that scenario, of course, I hit her again. I hit her for more. Same with Madison Keys. She lost the first set. You could have got her at about plus odds in a spot where you knew it was a very, very likely scenario that she would win. You'd hit her on the plus odds. But I'm going to be making a few more videos like this with NFL, NCAA basketball, NCAA football, NBA, showing different strategies and how to win parlays in these sports. Moneyline parlays are what I specialize in, and I'm pretty decent at NFL spreads too. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, please click the like button below and subscribe to this YouTube channel, RMSports2506. Follow me on Twitter at RMSports2506 for more picks and plays. And also join our free private Discord. I put the link down in the description. It's free to join. Anyone can join in and talk about their bets for the day, their leans, anything they want to talk about gambling wise, or even sports wise in general. Like I said, thank you for your time. Follow me at RMSports2506, and let's keep bankrupting the bookies.